demons fall by your waist, the more how your genes stand over his expectations.
You gangster.
Your gangster is not defined by how many rocks are in your watch, but more how many rocks you move while on your watch.
Gangsters, hustlers, Republicans and Democrats, pimps and hoes.
Conservatives labor the seller, the buyer, the product, the producer. A gangster is absorbed,
You know that if it wasn't for this, there would be no that.
which we call the American gangster.
I believe in America. America has made my fortune.
I understand. You found paradise in America, had a good trade, made a good living, police protected you, and there were courts of law. You didn't need a friend like me. But now you come to me and you say, Don Corleone, give me justice. But you don't ask for respect. You don't offer friendship. You don't even think to call me Godfather.
DJ Ski. It's that Rockefeller music. Soulful. I ain't playing life short, so I ain't waiting like to start betraying them. It's twice as hard to get a job to paying them. So I ain't paying attention to what you're saying. Raindrops keep falling on my brain. Cause I'm in the trap on flames. I'm so hot even if the weather change. I don't have no top, I'm insane. Remember dark skinned Jermaine, swayed in the rain, and sorta kinda the same. Except I'm no lame and you gonna know my name. Before I go, the world gon' feel my pain. They saying I'm a bad guy, why's that? Cause when my back's against the wall, nigga, I react. Secretly though, I know you admire that. You wish you had the balls to fire back. Say hello, hello. You wish you had the balls to fire back. Say hello to the bad guy. They say I'm a bad guy. I come from the bottom, but now I'm mad fly. They say I'm a menace, that's the picture they paint. They say a lot about me, let me tell you what I ain't. They say I'm a bad guy, say hi to the bad guy. I come from the bottom, but now I'm mad fly. They say I'm a menace, that's the picture they paint. They say a lot about me, let me tell you what I ain't. Hey, hey, hello, hey, hey. They say a lot about me, let me tell you what I ain't. I ain't no ordinary nigga. Look around, this ain't what ordinary gets you. It ain't extraordinary figures. I'm an extraordinary It's that Rockefeller music. Soulful.
Okay, I think I got that where I want it. Background mix is always tricky because you want it to be hearable, obviously, but you don't want it to be distracting to your personal gaming. Or, I suppose, to the viewer. Okay, 1 second, folks.
I'm a bad guy, why's that? Swim my back's against the wall, nigga, I react. Secretly though, I know you admire that. You wish you had the balls to fire back. Say hello, hello. Wish you had the balls to fire back. Say hello to the bad guy. They say I'm a bad guy. I come from the bottom, but now I'm mad fly. They say I'm a menace, that's the picture they paint. They say a lot about me, let me tell you what I ain't. They say I'm a bad guy, say hi to the bad guy. I come from the bottom, but now I'm mad fly. They say I'm a menace, that's the picture they paint. They say a lot about me, let me tell you what I ain't. Hey, hey, hello, hey, hey. They say a lot about me, let me tell you what I ain't. I ain't no ordinary nigga. Look around, this ain't what ordinary gets you. It ain't extraordinary figures. I'm an extraordinary nigga. Before my name became Jigga.
Okay, I think it's where everything used to be. Get this test screen rolling and see how long ago before they kick me off. Well, either be kicked off or the stream they didn't use it later. I'm trying to figure out what they care about and what they don't. See that all the fun things are working. Yeah, just work. Okay.
Let me tell you what I ain't. We ain't thugs for the sake of just being thugs. Nobody do that when we grew at nigga. The poverty line we not above, so I've come to mask the glove. We ain't feeling the love. We ain't doing crime for the sake of doing crime. We moving dimes cause we ain't doing fine. 1 out of 3 of us is locked up doing time. You know what type of shit can do to a nigga mind. My mind on my money, money on my mind. If you owe me $10, you ain't giving me none.
Big Team Social, the new map.
So I got my Glock 40, now I'm cool. And if I shot, then it's speaking for me.
Let's see what the new map's hit for.
Tell them I
Oh, wait.
remove the curses. If you tell me our school's gonna be perfect. When Genesis don't exist, tell them that's when I stop saying bitch. Say hello to the bad guy.
This is kind of my favorite honor.
I come from the bottom.
That's because it's wonderfully goofy. Something, son. I'm trying to see what music will get me kicked off Twitch. Technically, this is DJ C's version of American Godfather, American Gangster, set to Godfather beats. So I'm trying to see if this will truly get kicked or not. I don't think it will, but it might.
Like a mama, you birthed me. Brooklyn, you nursed me. School me with hard knocks, better than Berkeley. They said you murked me by the time I was 21.
It's one of my favorite DJ C mixes. I think it's one of the first times when I realized who he was. I think he did like 100 game mixtapes, which was all great too. It might be clear. We'll see. I've watched a lot of other people's streams. They just play regular ass, on the radio music and don't get any issues with it. There's a whole 2K league, I guess say 2KB league that streams all the games and stuff. They just play regular music. This is an echo. That's weird. I'm not sure why. Let me check. The music is echoing or my voice is echoing?
Black hoodies and Timberlanded, always scheming. You see the thing on the Knicks pendant? Hello, Brooklyn. You bad influence. Look what you had me doing, but I ain't mad at you. Look at my attitude. It says my life's too real. Check out my ice grill, baby. I'm cold as ice, like I'm from Brownsville. But my best in the style. Though I lie flat in your bush till we smoke a CI. What up to the boy BI? You know I handle BI.
Move the controller around so I don't get kicked.
Extra dress about I. How you born so? She like it hardcore. So I grind slow, iller than Alley Square Mall back in the 9-0. My fine hoe, we got some victims to catch. So in a couple years, baby, I'ma bring you some next.
Hello, Brooklyn, how you doing? Yeah. Where you going? Can I come too? And if I can, I'ma be your man. You can be my lady and have my baby and drive my car and drive me crazy. Wherever you going, baby girl, just take me. Cause I'm so taken. If you take it, I'm just saying, baby, I'm just saying.
Okay, now it's set to the right mic, so it should be fine now. And I didn't get kicked. There we go. It all worked out.
Pretty soon there won't be one place in Brooklyn I can hang my hat.
Just be patient.
I'm not asking you for help, Mike. Just take off the handcuffs.
Be patient. After we make the move
That
to
should hit.
Nevada, you can break off from the Corleone family and go on.
Yeah.
After we make the move.
All right, good shot.
How long will that be?
6 months.
In 6 months' time, there won't be nothing left to build on.
You have faith in my judgment?
Yes.
Do I have a loyalty?
Yes, always, Godfather.
Don't be a friend to Michael. Do as he says.
There are things being negotiated now that are going to solve all your problems and answer all your questions. That's all I can tell you now.
This is the shit you dream about with the homies steaming out. Back to back, back in the beamers out.
It's really a great mixtape. They should make more Godfather beat mixtapes.
We need a town. We need a place to pitch. We need a mound. Now I'm just a lazy boy. Daydreaming in my lazy boy. In the cloud of smoke. And the plane is
I missed. That would have been awesome.
Mama, forgive me. Should be thinking about Harvard. That's too far away. Niggas are starving. Nothing wrong with my aim. Just gotta change.
It's also let me play different music when D&D too. It kind of let me see what's acceptable there and what isn't.
I see rides, sixes, I gotta get those. Life's a bitch, I hope to not make her a widow.
Oh boy.
You know, when Johnny was first starting out, he was signed to this personal service company. Now, Johnny is my father's godson. My father went to see this band leader. And he offered him $10,000 to let Johnny go. But the band leader said no. So the next day, he signed a release. My father made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
It's not like we're professionals, moving the decimals, know where the cop now, gotta connect, no. Who in the F knows how to be successful, need a personal Jesus, I'm in Depeche Mode. like Tony LaRusso, how you play your cards.
Yeah, I thought it might freeze the tank. Some weapons will do that. I forgot which ones do. Apparently not that.
Let's start. On your mark, you said let's go. Get up the car, go in circles. It's a vicious cycle. This is a crash course. This ain't high school. Wake up, Muttley. You're dreaming again. You're a reality show. The season begins.
Godfather, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
American dreaming.
You can act like a man. What's the matter with you?
Just American dreaming.
This how you turn down a Hollywood Pinocchio that cries like a woman?
American dreaming.
Hollywood big shot's gonna give you what you want. I'm gonna make him an offer again with you.
Step one in this process, scramble up in your projects and head to the heights with big hopes process. Gotta convince him that you're not from the precinct. Please speak slow, cause he don't speak no English. If he takes a liking after a couple of trips and your money is straight, he's gonna give you consignment. You're now in the game where only time can tell. Surviving droughts, I wish you well. Hold up,
I'm in
surviving
danger.
droughts, I wish you well. How sick am I wish you health. I wish you wheels. I wish you wealth. I wish you insight so you can see for yourself. You can see the sign when the jacks are scheming and the cops is coming. You can read their mind. You can see from behind. You can read the fine. The game as we know it, one dream at a time. I'm American dreaming.
Counting on you. And we hope you'll sign a contract to appear 5 times a year.
American dreaming.
Sure, Mike.
I'll do anything for my Godfather, you know that.
Banshee. There's so many. They have pretty much all the vehicles on this this map.
So it can be completely owned by the family.
American dreaming.
Mike, are you sure about that? Mo loves the business. He never said nothing to me about selling.
American dreaming.
Yeah, this is kind of close to that, isn't it? Definitely has that vibe. Black Republicans was a great song.
The Imperial. DJ Ski. Gray Hova. You already know what it is.
Very hectic map.
Yeah. So what if you flip a couple words? I can triple that in verse. Open your mind, you see the circus in the sky. I'm William and brothers, Barnum and Bailey with the pies. No matter how you slice it, I'm your motherfucking guy. But just like a b-boy with 360 waves, do the same with the pop. Still come back, babe. Whether right or southpaw, whether pot or the jar, we've been around. It still comes back hard, so easily do a WHIP. My repetition with wrists is to bring the kilo business. I got Creole, CO bitches from my niggas who slipped, became prisoners. Treats taped to the visitors.
That's a rocket.
You already know what the business is. Unnecessary commissary, boy, we lit this shit. Niggas wanna bring the 80s back. It's okay with me, that's where they made me at. Except I don't write no more. I write my name in the history books, hustling in the hall. Nah, I don't spin on my head, I spend my work in the pot so I can spend my bread. And I'm getting it, I'm getting it.
I figure I'll play this for a while, then I'll hop into some D&D prep.
Straight getting it, get it, boy.
They should be finishing up the fight today. The sword fly? No, I mean you can still get the good lunge in.
87 state of mind that I'm in my prime, so for that time I'm rockin'. If it wasn't for the crime that I was in, but I wouldn't be the guy who rhymes it is that I'm in. No pain, no profit. P.I. repeat if you show me where the pot is. Cherry M3s with the top back. Red and green G's
I forgot I was trying to do stuff.
Beast leathers, matching Gucci sweater, Gucci sneaks on to keep my outfit together. Whatever, 100 for the diamond chain. Can't you tell that I came from the dope gang? Blame Reagan for making me to a monster. Blame Oliver North and I ran Contra. I ran contraband that they sponsored. Before this rhyme and stuff, we was in concert. And I'm getting it, I'm getting it. I ain't talking about it, I'm living it. I'm getting it, straight getting it. Get it, boy. Don't waste your time fighting the lie. Stay your voice and your own. Get it, boy. Push. Money over broad, you got it. Fuck Bush. Chef, guess what I cooked?
Oh, they did great at the end of this fight. The real question is how they're going to handle finishing off Donnie. And, you know, what level of fucked up are they going to go with here? And, you know, if they march him up there and cut his head off, that's quite the message to send. Even though Oriana Logan and Stevan were going pretty hard in the paint, that was clearly, you know, their numbers were low, so they got to do a little extra stuff. That one bounced back. I'm out of grenades. Running out of grenades almost guarantees I'm going to get killed because I try to throw them anyways.
His business is narcotics. He has fields in Turkey where they grow the poppy. In Sicily, he has the plants to process them into heroin. Now he needs cash. He needs protection from the police, for which he gives a piece of the action. The Tattaglia family is behind him here in New York. Now they have to be in it for something. He's known as a top narcotics man.
Santino,
Where are they?
what do you think?
There's a lot of money in that one.
Huh?
Well, I say yes. There's more money potential in narcotics than anything else we're looking at. Now, if we don't get into it, somebody else will.
I think it got because they got so low on spells and they got so hurt. That's why they're getting so violent at the end here.
Then they come after us.
It's the fear creating violence, which is, you know, regular human being things. Oh boy. Okay, that was behind me. That's fun. But I mean, man, the reputation they're getting. They are not to be fucked with crew at this point. Well, actually, not to be fucked with lightly. They've kind of used up all the fair fights they're gonna get.
Straight to the league, I ain't waiting for my knee to blow. Yesterday I was needing this dough. Get it? I was needing this dough. Long as your map is fast, if you're reading it slow. Yo, my life ain't
I really like Stevan though. Suck to see him go.
And now it's kosher shit is so acidic. I blow a digit on a diamond and Sancho pay visits. And won't miss it. So don't twist it. Young is just as nice. Morris in 96 trick.
2-on-1.
Washers go to wifey, you know how that go. Jacksons go back, then we copper some more. The Benjamins go in the stash box under the floor. I'm out for presidents to represent me, now you know.
It'd be like trying to kill the president. There's no way we can get to him.
If anything in this life is certain, it says you can kill anyone.
I think there was one song on here that just doesn't work as a remix. I can't remember what it was.
She wants that old thing back. She wants those heroin tracks. She likes me. She fiends for me.
Well, the thing with Stevan and all the characters really is you guys have grown to meet their levels. So people who started off very intimidating boss level, you guys are there now.
I gotta put you on if I didn't when we cutting the feeling to be too strong. In any form, I'm giving you sweet dreams. That Sugar Hill, she call me her sweet thing. That black rain will take away your pain. Just for one night, baby, take me your vein. Now that feeling got you tripping, you don't wanna feel no different. This lust has got you itching, nose wide open and it's dripping. I know what you like, I am your prescription. I'm your physician, I'm your addiction. I know what you like.
That's another reason why it's helpful to bring the NPCs with you, but you guys are kind of up there with them now. So they help with fights, but they're not going to be an overpowering, oh, Oriana's here, we're definitely going to win. Well, they're not regular. They still have, you know, abilities and little tricks up their sleeves and all, but you guys probably wouldn't lose to any of them in a fight. Unless it was a bad matchup.
You constantly seeking, you'll never be down. I know where your peak is. 9.5 weeks is better than 12 steps. I keep trying to remind you to
And like you met Oriana at level 1. Like Oriana could have tanked all of y'all level 1.
But when that medicine's felt, we're back together. Don't ever leave me. Don't ever let them tell you that you'll never need me. My chain of white till we DOA.
Hey.
My Tega forever. Baby, let's get away.
Compared to Assad.
I know what you like. Everything you love, baby, you love. Baby, you love. Baby, you love. I know. Baby, you like home. Baby, you like home.
Assad and Riveria are part of my prep I gotta do too, because since the fight's about to end, it's back to the real world and time passing. And there's some time-sensitive things that are gonna start happening. Oh, what?
And your heart no longer pledge allegiance to me. Damn, I'm missing the days when you needed the D. I know what you like. I know what you like.
Oh, and we got the Light of the Lost. He's gonna be showing up soon to meet with X. And his cloak is showing up soon to meet with them. Definitely give me a list though.
Break out the red lights. Welcome to the party life. Welcome to the 7. DJ Sway. Order some Patrizi.
Ah, too far away. I was wondering why I couldn't see him. He was invisible. Makes more sense. You gave me a list, and I know some basic goals Assad has, and we talked a bit about what was possible and what wasn't super possible. Hey, good grenade.
I'm really in another league, babe. Got slick mouth, you might want to roll with me. I'm on the broad strap, she's on my dick.
Oh, the As the World turned the dynamic is the entire, meat and bones of the whole thing. It's what makes it so much fun.
I split your wig, she's my little quarterback. Get it, cause I'm all at in the sack. Get it, I spoiled her, foiled it if you're faking jack. She's used to
Why is there two of them?
vacations. Fuck y'all gonna do with that? Hey baby, see, when you used to flag mignon.
Oh, the Magnum's the best thing ever on this game.
It's your choice though, baby. Yeah, baby. Is she rolling? You can stall out.
Oh, you survived that.
Make a choice. It's so gangster, baby. Sipping on my vino got me cooler than Pacino and De Niro put together. My real life is like casino. They should pay me for some B-roll, taking G-strokes through the ghetto with rap. Fire's just a necessary evil.
Ooh, all misses.
Veto, cooler than zero. Below, fresh one blade, no chemo. Art with no.
I think I just saw somebody invisible.
Please, it's no equal. Your boys off the wall. These other niggas is
Maybe not.
Damn. Hey baby, I said I'm off the wall. I'm like a young Michael Jackson. These other niggas is Tito. Shout out to Randy. Real talk.
I think I know one thing they're gonna do
I might let it ride out.
that's
You can groove to it, whatever.
gonna cause an issue later.
It's two-step.
So I'm already planning for that.
Ruru, turn the lights down. Let's keep it smooth.
But outside of that known mistake they're gonna make, I'm not sure what else is gonna happen.
Sip your little wine. Whatever your vice is, whatever you like to do.
Well,
Get it
yeah, I
to
don't think
your
any of them will
comfort
watch it.
zone, baby.
Hold on, let me see.
Get into your comfort zone. Head into the party life.
I do not think they are going to be mindful of what they do with Stevan's body. As there is an occurrence of bodies getting up and walking to Michael's district. But they haven't really been mindful of any bodies they've created, because they keep cutting everyone's heads off. So it'll be yeah, they keep cutting everyone's heads off, so that kind of stops any undead fuckery. But they're not going to cut Stevan's head off. So, you know, we'll see what happens with that. And, you know, where they put it and what happens with it and all that interesting stuff.
I'm going to decide what's going to happen. All right, but your war's costing us a lot of money. Nothing's coming in. We can't do business. Well, neither can they. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Can't afford a stalemate. Well, then there ain't no more stalemate. I'm going to end it by killing that old bastard.
Yeah, you're getting a great reputation. I hope you're enjoying it.
Well, you just do what I tell you to do.
Poor me, dad was gone. Finally got my dad back. Liver bad, he wouldn't live long.
It's going to be fascinating. We'll see. We'll see. It won't be a one-session turnaround, mind you. Oh, right, I was doing it still. Have I not done these? No, I definitely have. It must be break. Let me quit and come back in. But outside of that, I gotta bring Theron back in because he hasn't been seen since they came back that night, and I've kind of gone back and made it make sense. They just went so fast from the morning meeting to the fight, I didn't really have a chance to bring Theron back into the room. So he's kind of been MIA for like a day and a half. But that's just going to get explained away by he was concerned about throwing off Stevan's focus for the upcoming fight. Who did I say? Theron? Yeah, Theron. Did I say Theron? I meant to say Theron. Theron hasn't been around since they got back from their journey. He slept on the ship the first night they returned, but I need to bring him back after that day finished. And they spent an entire day and a half in Sethrid. So he was just keeping his distance to not distract Stevan, because him and Stevan have a blood feud. There wasn't an opportunity to. Well, there was just other conversations that were more important. I kind of forgot to have him walk in the room, and it wasn't overly important.
My name is DeHaven from Mars.
He kind of complicates things a bit too, and he stretches out Solora's storylines when he's in the room. So it was just easier to let them get to this fight, and then we can deal with a lot of other things, and to have Theron and Solora and Theron taking one-offs to like plot the destruction of Bavaria or whatever the fuck.
You don't have to if you don't want to, but don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, Theron's great. I love getting to reveal that he's Solora's sister. Or brother. Yeah, you're playing chess with people that live 500 years. Well, 700 years, really. What? Hey. Oh.
I do. Do you believe in Jesus Christ, his only Son, our Lord? I do. Do you believe
Let me come back
in the
around.
Holy Ghost, the Holy Catholic Church?
Oh, Rocket.
Defend me from those that rise up against me. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity.
gangster from the 40s. Meet the business mind of Motown's Berry Gordy. Turn crack rock into a chain of 40/40s. Sorry, my jury's so gaudy. Slid into the party with my new pair of Maury's. America meet the gangster Sean Corey. Hey, young world, wanna hear a story? Close your eyes and you can pretend you're me. I'm cut from the cloth for the Kennedys. Frank Sinatra having dinner with the Genovese. This is the genesis of a nemesis. Mother America's not witnessing the Harlem Renaissance birth black businesses. This is the tale of lost innocence.
Where are they?
As the incense burn and the
they're that way.
turntables turn and that Al Green plays. I see my mother's afro as mama taps her toes as she rolls her J's.
There's a laundry here. There
And
it
my
is.
papa just left the house in search of the killer of my uncle Ray. And she's trying to calm my nerves as I observe this is just one day. And what tomorrow has in store, we can never be sure. So all we can do is pray. Pray. Pray.
Ritzy, do you renounce Satan?
I do renounce him.
Because of your strength, while I walk the
There it is.
for God is my defense.
My favorite character. It's still Anton. But if I can't choose Anton because he's kind of like a back burner character at the moment, it would be. I really enjoyed playing the Dreadnought. He was very cool.
One day you'll understand when you become a man about things you have to get you. Fast forward, freeze frame on my pistol. Fistful of dollars, so blissful. I didn't choose this life chose me. Around here is the shit that you just do. I just
I'm trying to think who else I really like.
the same BM is pulled over by the boys dressed blue. They have their guns drawn, screaming.
I really enjoyed Toe.
Something else you suggest we can do. He made his way to the trunk, opened it like, a
Trying to
treasure chest
think.
was removed. Cop said he'll be back next month, but we call corrupt, he called paying dues. Now when the rules is blurred, as they is and were, what am I to do? But
I'm trying to think if there's anyone like exceptionally goofy that I like. I don't have as many goofy characters as I'd like. I need to bring more goofballs in.
In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Michael Ritzy,
Run.
go in peace, and may the Lord be with you. Amen.
Anywhere there's oppression, the drug profession flourishes like beverages, refreshing. Sweet taste of sin. Everything I seen made me everything I am. Bad drug dealer or victim, I beg. What came first, moving chickens or the egg? This is why I be so fresh. I'm trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death.
Oh, you meant player characters.
Stainlesses at anuses, you know the game this is. Move coke like Pepsi, don't matter what the brand name is. I stand behind mine. Everything I do, I'm a man behind mine. I'm not an angel, I'm sure.
I don't have a favorite player character. You guys are all great.
The name shall endure forever. The name shall be continued as long as the sun. Men shall be blessed in him. All nations shall call him blessed. In your name, I pray.
Carleon family has done very well here in Nevada. You own or you control two major hotels in Vegas, one in Reno. The licenses were grandfathered in, so there was no problem with the gaming commission. Now, my sources tell me that
Ooh, I almost
within a
messed that up.
week, you're going to move Klingman out. That's quite an expansion. However, it will leave you with one little technical problem. The license will still be in Klingman's name.
Turnbull is a good man.
Yeah, well, let's cut out the bullshit. I don't want to spend any more time here than I have to. You can have the license. Price is $250,000, plus a monthly payment of 5% of the gross of all 4 hotels, Mr. Corleone.
Now, the price for the license is less than $20,000, all right?
That's right.
Now, why would I...
There we go. There we go.
Because I intend to squeeze you. I don't like your kind of people. I'll do business with you, but the fact is that I despise your masquerade. The dishonest way you pose yourself and your whole fucking family.
We're both part of the same.
I do really like how everyone's finding their specialties with their weapons and stuff and their abilities.
All right. Some people have to play little games. You play yours. But I want your answer and the money by noon tomorrow. And one more thing. Don't you contact me again, ever. What do you go, son?
Senator.
I'll take it.
You can have my answer now if you like. My offer is this. Nothing. Not even the fee for the gaming license, which I would appreciate if you would put up personally.
Yes, sir. Just the sound of its voice is a hit. DJ Ski. Y'all niggas got me really confused out there.
This is the one that didn't work in the remix.
Y'all held me as the greatest writer of the 21st century. I make some thought-provoking shit. Y'all question whether he falling off. I'ma really confuse y'all on this one. Follow. When them tops come down, chicks' tops come down. Like when them shots come out, make cops come around. When them blocks come out, I can wake up a small town. Finish off the block, then I make my more rounds. Stairs get exchanged, then the fifth come out. The tough guy disappeared, and the bitch come out. That's him, I'm usually what they whisper about. Either what chick he with, or his chick from now. Cause I've been doing this since chicks was out. Watching Eric Estrada bagging up at the Ramada. Table full of powder.
Yeah, the issue being that Black Republicans are so great, it's just weird to hear it somewhere else. But no, Slora did a lot before when Assad was there. You guys were just fighting people that she couldn't possess. But yeah, of course, not having the tank does always change dynamics. Make people get more resourceful. This is the last weekly. Get headshots, okay. We'll go to big team.
So don't believe everything your earlobe captures. It's mostly backwards, unless it happens to be as accurate as me. And everything said in song you happen to see. Then actually believe half of what you see, none of what you hear, even if it's spat by me. And with that said, I will kill niggas dead. Cut niggas short, give you wheels for legs. I'm a K-I-double-L-E-R, C-R in hell. Shoot niggas straight through the ER. Whoa, this ain't BR, no. It's Skeets the CEO, the next Leo, no, the next leader, the whole free world.
I do think, though, I've gotten my fight DMing where I needed to be. I think the group has gotten their group dynamics and fights where it needs to be. So I think Sefard has ran his course. My strategy was very good. Like I said, I only made a handful of mistakes. One, I completely forgot that their ranged spell attacks would have no disadvantage in the water. And they completely shredded the turtles. I should have, I completely spaced on the map that the pillars should go all the way to the ground, which would have helped with more cover. And there were like a couple little things here and there, but all in all, the fight went great. I'm excited to close out the Giants and Dragon chapter. Thank you, thank you. I'm still trying to get better at saying yes more often than I say no.
Times have changed. It's not like the old days. A refusal is not the act of a friend. Don Corleone had all the judges and the politicians in New York. Then he must share them. All it does is use them. He must let us draw the water from the well. Certainly he can present a bill for such services.
I got these niggas. Don't worry about it.
After all, we are not communists.
Let that bitch breathe. I used to give a fuck. Now I give a fuck less.
Just in general, like, you guys try to do some crazy shit, and usually my first response is no. I'm kind of like take a moment to kind of say, well, let me think about it for a second and try to see if it is possible. Most times it's not, so I don't feel too bad about it, but I do want to promote creative thinking and such.
Finish my breakfast, why? I got an appetite for destruction and you're a small fry.
But the current group is very adverse to surprise, I guess. Like, the idea that they did not ask enough questions about how coming off the sideline works just did not compete with them. It was, no, there shouldn't be an issue. It's like, well, no, you had someone come out the crowd, so there's going to be repercussions to that. It's like, yeah, you said it was going to be like maybe bad things happening. And it's like, well, yeah, but I didn't say what the bad things were. And you guys never asked and found out what it was, so, you know, surprise. This guy just will not stop for this. He's fucking with me. Look at him. He's fucking with me. Oh. Let that bitch breathe.
Success, McLaren, women staring. My villain appearance, sacred blood of a king in my vein ain't spilling. Ghetto Othello.
Oh, CJ hopping in the fight when the what you call it did? No. So it was an option that I had in my pocket in case the fight got too one-sided.
I make Jacob shit on Lorraine just to make me a chain. Niggas mention the one love, came home to paper in hand. They gotta brag about the fed.
And it also let me get the people who were staying up top involved in the fight. Like, had the possession still happened, but everything was still a little more even, I probably don't throw CJ in. But because they brought the Visage in, it gave me the opportunity to bring in CJ should I need him. Yeah, a lot of times most of the arguments just come from the point of view of you guys not seeing the whole forest for the trees. Like, from your perspective and what you're currently focused on, yeah, it didn't make sense. But if you take a step back and stop being insanely biased, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's why that happened. You guys are very much in the moment when you're playing, which is great, and that's the whole point of it. But it does lead to some extremely silly arguments. This is the song that didn't work. I'm sorry. This is the one. Yeah, I really don't like this one. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, we're gonna skip this shit.
Now, Mr. Corleone, you have been advised to your legal rights. We have testimony from a witness. He has stated that you are head of the most powerful mafia family.
Extremely opinionated. But that's good. You know, passion for the game makes the game better. But, you know, we'll see how it plays in the second half of the campaign. Though there's still a lot to deal with in the first half with defeating Vezerick and claiming Sethret and dealing with Michael.
Substance abuse is, can't stop, won't stop, addicted to this new shit, brand new convertibles, I'm so ruthless, front row fight night, see how big my tube is, fuck HD, nigga, see how clear my view is.
I can't get headshots with these.
Doing it, this big will put you on the map, stick up kids is out the tag, plus the FBI boys with the cameras in the back. I know I shouldn't have did that, I know it's gonna come right back, I know it's gonna destroy everything I made. Probably gonna get your boy sent away. But this game I play ain't no way to fix it. It's inevitable.
No, that should have hit him.
When you should have
I don't know how much this drops from gravity. Oop, too early. It'd be hard to time it right. Assad could definitely... He definitely has the means to know when that fight would happen. Though I do not know that he has the means to get there quickly enough if it wasn't going to be, you know, he's been there for a while hiding out. But as funny as that would be, I do believe I ruled that Assad is sidelined until the end of the Vezerick chapter. Let me just get a win here instead of trying to get all these headshots. Super sleazy. Super sleazy. Especially because it is, in theory, the last wish in the game. To villainy. Well, it's not villainy if you come in and save some lives by doing it. It's, you know, it's Han Solo showing up at the end to destroy the Death Star, or to shoot Vader, so Han can destroy the Death Star. It's very heroic.
But since I grew up through the game and my influence is the same, and my therapy is music, they ask so you ashamed. DJ Ski. If I wish you can separate the two things, I cannot, so my answer to you remains. I can walk down the hall of mirrors
and you know, it's interesting. There's no way that Midas would do it. But if Samson in the middle of a fight hit you up to ask for help, I would let you come. Like if they were getting straight up waxed and, you know, pulled the Sakura, Naruto! I'd roll some dice and see where you're at, where Sir Jacob's at, and what could happen. Woo, Ballista.
I just left Mr. Roth in Miami. The casino you're interested in. The registered owners are both Beverly Hills attorney and our friend in Miami. But I've been instructed to tell you.
Michael's gonna be hard.
Our friend in Miami.
Michael's gonna be extremely hard.
One by one, our old friends.
He's honestly probably well, maybe not a harder fight than Vezerick, but
because he always made
he is comparable. The real question would be, though, if Assad was called and Sansa's like, we're all dying, we need help, you gotta get here, would Assad bring Sora with him? Power word kill is 100% getting used if they find Michael. Someone's gonna have to pack the silence spell.
Like you got it all wrong. Fingered Sonny for the Barzini people. Ah, the little farce you played with my sister.
Ooh, see that shot? Well, let me make the clip of that.
I just run the kids. Please,
That was a great shot.
Barzini's dead. So is Philip Tattaglia, Mo Green, Stracci, Cuneo. Today I settle all family business, so don't tell me you're innocent, Carl.
And you say New York City. Put your hands together.
Ooh, we got me. Definitely maxed, but some of them, if any of them had an exceptionally high perception roll, they would realize it was another you. Like, I would have a deception or performance check, probably deception check, either one from SOAR to kind of see how hard it would be for them to notice. It'd be pretty high from default because they're in a fucking death fight. Another good shot. It would be insanely insane. But you know, 2 guys dropping 100 is a lot, but it's not unheard of for a D&D party. Ooh, too many rockets came at once.
I might break, but I don't fold till I hold the sky in my hand. Yeah, that's my goal. Then I bet you Freddy, you too. Prodigal child, y'all not ready for the future. Then I disappear, never knew. Triangle, my name will be viewed as such. This to the man who refused to give up. I want the sky, nigga.
I mean, at higher levels, it's really a thing. You guys are getting to that level because Mida can do a ton of damage, especially when he takes his Star Plasm. Midas on certain spells can easily put out 100, especially because he can. Well, Sansa with his Eldritch Blast top damage may get near that, shooting 3 a pop. I don't know. I mean, some of them can. You can do the most, but the next level up will probably get multiple characters with the possibility to do 100+ damage in specially done turns. Maybe not your average turn, but that's why the baddies get stronger and stronger and more difficult to fight, and different things start happening in fights, like people get turned to stone and stuff that kind of, you know, negates and changes the dynamic of fights. Yes, it does. Not having a side? No. The same characters who can, you know, survive 100 shots from a side are the same characters who have to survive a fireball or, you know, being stunned and beat the fuck up in 1 round or stuff like that.
It's considered a gift from me to you.
The following is a DJ Ski presentation.
Your gangster is not
Oh,
defined.
did I go all the way through the album?
Your
Yes, I
gangster
did.
is not defined by how low your jeans fall by your waist, but more how your jeans stand over his expectations.
Your gangster
The gangster is not defined.
Well, I was never like, never had anyone on the field who was specifically to counter Assad.
Gangsters, hustlers, Republicans and
So
Democrats.
I don't have to remove that. But I did have people who could take a shit ton of damage. But that's kind of what's needed now because you guys are getting much better at fights. Because people get stunned, take a round of damage without being able to move or defend well.
Which we call the American gangster.
I believe in America.
And Davina can drop a nonsense amount of damage too. So she was always between the two of you had to factor that in for sure. But losing Assad, they just have to deal with it. I'm not. You guys have the Misfits have proven themselves too dangerous for groups not to come fully prepared to murder them. And it's not like, you know, the NPCs know Assad's gone.
That Rockefeller music. Soulful. I ain't playing like short, so I ain't waiting like
Oh, I shouldn't have swung. I would have had him. It does, but the more Shalora uses her arrows and keeps distance, the more, you know, Samson fires off that Eldritch Blast from 200 feet away. It does help a lot to keep, you know, the very strong enemies from running up on them. Which reminds me, I gotta really start prepping for that Vezerick fight now. Getting close. Turn the corner quick enough. Shalora doing a ton, man. I think realizing she could use her turn to control the possessed creature has changed a lot. Is Assad gonna put any resources towards rebuilding Sephet so they win this fight and capture it? She is a puppet master. That actually may be the rep she gets.
When Gen 6 don't exist, tell him that's when I stop saying bitch. Say hello to the bad guy. They say I'm a bad guy. I come from the bottom, but now I'm mad fly. They say I'm a menace, that's the picture they paint. They say a lot about me, let me tell you what I ain't. They say I'm
Well, at that point, it's you know, it's not really to help the group; it's to rebuild Sethard. It's going to cost a lot of money and resources, and you know, a lot to rebuild Sethard. Like you, Salora, and Sanson have the most resources. So if they want to avoid any outside investors, it would be mainly you guys doing the heavy lifting on that. Although the group has gotten a bunch of money from winning things. They got a ton from Bill Braun, so maybe they can pull it off themselves, but...
Hello, Brooklyn. If we had a daughter, guess what I'ma call her? Brooklyn Carter. When I left you for Virginia, it didn't offend ya. Cause you know I only stepped out to get dinner. And I'm eating so much I bought extra. So much so the dinner's now turned into breakfast. I only roll Lexus to hug your roll. I love your corners, I'm half your soul. Hello, Brooklyn.
How you doing? Where you going? Can I come too? And if I can, I'ma be your man. You can be my lady and have my baby.
Good grenades. Good grenades.
Got me crazy. Wherever you going, baby, girl, just take me. Cause I'm so taken. If you
Stipulations. Well, you do get an equal seat on whatever little council they make. Just because you're gonna, Hannah considers you part of the deal that they made with her. Yeah, we'll have to see. Well, I assume to be fair, we'll see when we get around to that. Assuming I can actually convince them to take down time and to let Sethard be rebuilt. I was just wondering your opinion on it. A lot of it's going to be various NPCs making decisions, I think, as far as rebuilding Sethard.
Hello, Brooklyn, how you doing? Yeah, where you going? Can I come too? And if I can, I'ma be
Gotcha.
your man.
I figured that'd be the case. I feel like it's going to be one of those, you know, the VP and the president are never in the same room situations. Unless you guys are home and completely safe, there's not much reason for you two to be in the same spot ever.
Pretty soon there won't be one place in Brooklyn I can hang my hat.
Just be patient.
Sora is such a cool creation.
Take off the handcuffs.
Be patient. After we make the move to Nevada, you can break off from the Corleone family and go on your own. After we make the move to Nevada.
How long will that be?
6 months.
In 6 months' time, there won't be nothing left to build on.
You have faith in my judgment?
Yes.
Do I have your loyalty?
Yes, always, Godfather.
Don't be a friend to Michael. Do as he says.
There are things being negotiated now that are going to solve all your problems and answer all your questions. That's all I can tell you now.
Trying to be Naruto. If it's gotten bad enough that he even thinks to do that, you may not save the day, bro. You may just get murdered too. Vezovic is not about to play any games with y'all. I say with them.
Mama, forgive me, should be thinking about Harvard. That's too far away. Niggas are starving, nothing wrong with aim. Gotta change the target. I got dreams of bagging Snitto the size of pillows. I see pies every time my eyes close. I see rides, sixes, I gotta get those. Life's a bitch, I hope to not make her a widow.
You know, when Johnny was first starting out, he was signed.
I forgot I was trying to get headshots.
Now, Johnny is my father's godson. My father went to see this band. And he offered him $10,000 to let Johnny go. But the band leader said no. So the next
I don't think they all forget about the Fire Giant, but I do not think the Fire Giant is important. And most likely by time the Fire Giant gains importance, it'll be too late to do anything simple about it.
Like Tony LaRusso, how you play your cards? You ain't fucking with me. The irony's are, at all costs, better avoid these bars. Now let's start on your mark. You said let's go. Get out the car. Going in circles. It's a vicious cycle. This is a crash course. This ain't high school. Wake up, Muttley. You're dreaming again. You're a reality show. The season begins.
Godfather, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
American dreaming.
You can act like a man. What can I do?
Just American dreaming.
This how you turn out a Hollywood phenomenon.
Yeah, Assad doesn't forget, but Assad's running a nation right now.
Hollywood big shot's gonna give you what you want.
And doesn't exactly have
Step one in this process, scramble up in your projects, and head to the heights with big hopes.
a lot of stakes in starting a war with Chilla Vesta to kill a giant.
Please speak slow, casino speaking no English. If he takes a liking after a couple of trips, and your money is straight, he's gonna give you consignment. You're now in the game where only
Yeah, because if, as it's been explained to you, the top 4 houses in Chilla Vesta are where and have been using the Seal Giant. So to go against the Giant is to go against the, in theory, is to go against the top 4 houses in Chilla Vesta. Which might as well just be all-out war with Chilla Vesta. Or however they do their wars there.
Counting on you. And we hope you assign a contract to appear 5 times a year. Sure, Mike.
But it's like I said a few times in the past that you guys don't know anything about Chilla Vesta.
Now, Mo Green will sell us his share
You keep
of the
making
casino,
these
so it'll be
these
completely
plans
owned by the family.
kind of on assumptions.
Sure about that. Mo loves the business. He never said nothing to me about selling.
Well, I'll make him an offer he can't refuse.
And I just hope no one runs in there foolhardy.
Rockefeller Records. The Imperial.
Because that's an entire nation of majors.
Gray Hova. You already know what it is. Shit. Come on. Yeah. So what if you flip a couple words? I could triple that in birds. Open your mind, you see the circus in the sky.
Anton Assad put in work. You keep trying to get this buddy cop movie to happen.
Just like a B-boy with 360 waves, do the same with the pop. Still come back, babe. Whether right or southpaw, whether pot or the jar, whipping around. It still comes back hard, so easily do a WHIP. My repetition with wrists is to bring the kilo business. I got Creole, CO bitches from my niggas who slipped, became prisoners. Treats taped to the visitors. You already know what the business is. Unnecessary commissary, boy, we lit this shit. Niggas wanna bring the 80s back. It's okay with me, that's where they made me at. Except I don't write no war, I write my name in the history books, hustling in the hall. Nah, I don't spin on my head, I spend my work in the pot so I can spend my bread. And I'm getting it, I'm getting it. I ain't talking about it.
Oh, it'd be super hard to get Kelshin back, man.
Straight getting it. Get it, boy.
It's definitely possible, though, I guess.
In my prime, so for that time I'm Rakim. If it wasn't for the crime that I was in, but I wouldn't be the guy who rhymes it is that I'm in. No pain, no profit. P.I. repeated,
You don't know what Anton's goals are, man. I don't think he's even mentioned trying to get the sovereignty back. The only outward-facing things he's talked about is avenging his pops.
Contraband that they sponsored. Before this rhyme and stuff, we was in concert. And I'm getting it, I'm getting it. I ain't talking about it, I'm living it. I'm getting it, straight getting it. Get it, boy. Don't waste your time fighting the lie. Stay your course and your own push. Money over broad, you got it. Fuck Bush. Chef, guess what I cooked? Baked a lot of bread and kept it off the books. Rockstar. Look, way before the bars, my picture was getting took.
I think in his opening statement, it was simply kind of along the lines of, you will respect me like you respected him. And kind of like, yeah, we won't be as merciful to his enemies. I gotta go reread what I wrote about his opening statement. But he was very clear that if you do not help him avenge his father, you are an enemy, and he will not treat his enemies kindly.
His business is narcotics. He has fields in Turkey where they grow the poppy. In Sicily, he has the plants to process.
I am excited for the group to get more involved with Anton, though. Although they seem extremely hesitant to help with the Feywild issue.
They have to be in it for something. He's known as a top narcotics man.
Santino, what do you think?
There's a lot of money in that white powder. Well, I say yes. There's more money potential in narcotics than anything else we're looking at. We don't
Well, he's done a lot in the background to solidify Feyla. He went and personally dealt with the Friends of S. And he's been securing the border personally.
Now we have the unions, we have the gambling. They're the best things to have, but narcotics, it's a thing of the future. If we don't get a piece of that action, we risk everything we have. I mean, not now, but 10 years from now.
So, what's your answer gonna be, Pop?
GP3. Wall was spit that. Wonder I'm a shit. Me and my conglomerate. Same crime. Bigger try. Yana suck a dick. Let me.
Exactly. They don't want to get too close to it. But being that one of Assad's goals is to push Anton for some resolution to that, they're going to have to deal with that eventually. He's been doing a lot of frontline fighting. He's definitely not the same level y'all last saw him.
So don't twist it, young is just as nice as Morris in 96 trick. DP3. Yes, Washers go to wifey, you know how that go. Jacksons go back, then we copy some more. The Benjamins go in the stash box under the floor. I'm out for presidents to represent me, now you know.
It'd be like trying to kill the president. There's no way we can get to him.
DP3.
If anything in this life is certain, it says you can kill anyone.
I know what you like. I know what you like. Everything you love, baby, you love. Baby, you love. Baby, you love. I know.
No one's gonna watch it.
She wants that old thing back. She wants those heroin tracks. She likes me.
Jaguars are now beating the Cowboys. Hilarious. Good for them.
Cold sweats occur when I'm not with her. My presence is a must.
Laura's alignment, huh? I gotta see what it originally was.
In any form, I'm giving you sweet dreams.
It depends entirely on what the alignment originally was to see where it is going to be now.
Just for one night, baby, take me in vain. Now that feeling got you tripping, you don't wanna feel no different. This lust has got you itching, nose wide open and it's dripping. I know what you like, I am your prescription. I'm your physician, I'm your addiction. I know what you like. I know what you like. Everything you love, baby.
It could potentially still be good, even though she's like murdering the fuck out of people. Chaotic good would be that kind of murdery.
I am so dope, like Louboutins with the red bottoms. You gotta have them.
This thing
You
goes on
glad you
zone,
got
man.
them. Like every color Giuseppe's your guilty pleasure is me. It's so much fun.
Like Paladins kind of rock that way. They're good, but they do some serious murdery damage.
Like copping, you constantly need it. I'm never around. You constantly seeking. You'll never be down. I know where your peak is. 9.5 weeks is better than 12 steps. I keep trying to remind you to keep telling yourself. Now your conscience is interfering like better yourself. Like you better get help. But when that medicine's felt, we're back together. Don't ever leave me. Don't ever let them tell you that you'll never need me. My chain of white till we DOA.
Let's get some
It's my
headshots.
take forever. Baby, let's get away. I know what you like. I know what you like. Everything you love, baby, you love. Baby, you love. Baby, you love. Baby, you like home. Baby, you like home. Baby, you like home. Baby, you like home. Baby, you love home. How could you leave me? I thought that you needed me. When the world got too much and you pleaded with me, who helped you immediately?
Now, if she was like neutral something, that may be gone.
Now your body is shaking, trying to free it of me. And your soul is in control, trying to lead it from me. And your heart no longer pledge allegiance to me. Damn, I'm missing the day.
But she is surprisingly becoming the backstory I made for her mom. It's hilarious. I didn't tell her anything about that, really.
Baby, you love. Baby, you love. Baby, you like home. Baby, you like home. Baby, you like home. Baby, you like home. Baby, you love home. Break out the red lights. Welcome to the party life. Welcome to the 7th. DJ Sway. Order some Patrizi while talking to this breezy. Brushing off my 3-piece, I make this look too easy. So tall and lanky, my suit, it should thank me. I make it look good to be this hood, my Yalansky. Mixed with Lucky Lefty, gangster effortlessly. Papa was a Rolling Stone, it's in my
It really is. It really is. It's what I thought, you know, essentially a crown princess would do in 100-Year Walkabout. Would be shape the world to better fit their coming rule.
I'm really in another league, babe.
And, you know, after you spent 100 years in the monastery perfecting your art, you're not shaping it through, you know, politics.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, that's my bitch. I be the boss of that, I'm on her shit. So all you niggas fall back, I split your wig. She's my little quarterback. You dig? Cause I'm all that in the sack. You dig? I spoiled her, foiled it if you're faking jack. She's used to $1 million vacations. Fuck y'all gonna do with that? Hey baby, see, when you used to filet mignon, it's kinda hard to go back to hamburger helper. It's your choice though, baby. Yeah, baby. Is she rolling? You can stall out or ball out. Make a choice. It's so gangster, baby. Sipping on my vino got me cooler than Pacino and De Niro put together. My real life is like casino. They should pay me for some B-roll, taking G-strokes through the ghetto with rap. Pit fire's just a necessary evil. Whole I hold veto, cooler than zero. B-low,
they all got
fresh
killed over
one
there.
blade, no chemo. Art with no ESO. Please, there's no equal. Your boy's off the wall. These other niggas is Tito. Damn. Hey baby, I said I'm off the wall. I'm like a young Michael Jackson. These other niggas is Tito.
Yeah, I stood in there too long.
Shout out to Randy. Real talk. I'ma just let this ride out. I might let it ride out for like 7 minutes. You can groove to it, whatever. It's two-step. Ruru, turn the lights down. Let's keep it smooth. It's that shit you roll up like a little tight J to. Sip your little wine. Whatever your vice is, you know. Whatever you like to do. Get into your comfort zone, baby. Get into your comfort zone. Head into the party like. I don't even want to stop though, for real though. Step into my bedroom, I call it the red room, come cause it gets hot. I'm just you gon' like, you see why I be talking all this fly shit, cause I'm the flyest.
Any bias? I'm not sure. That'd be hard to say. I do try my best to be fair about everything.
Sonny, things are starting to loosen up a little bit. If you go after Tattaglia, all hell's gonna break loose. Let the smoke clear. Pop can negotiate.
No, Pop can't do nothing till he's better. I'm gonna decide what's gonna
All right, but your war's costing us a lot of money. Nothing's coming in. We can't do business.
Well, neither can they. Don't
They
worry
don't
about
have
it.
our overhead.
Don't worry about it.
Can't afford a stalemate.
Well, then there ain't no more stalemate. I'm gonna end it by killing that old bastard. I'm gonna
Yeah, you're getting a great reputation. I hope you're enjoying it.
Well, you just do what I tell you to do.
Poor me, dad was gone. Finally got my dad back. Liver back, he wouldn't live long. And snatched my dad back. Guidance I never had back. Streets was my second home. Welcomed me with open arms. Provided a place to crash at. A place to study math fact. Matter of fact, I learned it all. Burnt it all. This music is where I bury the ashes at. Flashback, not having much, not having that. Had to get some holler breath so you can holler back at. Hollered at my Jewish.
I've been thinking about that. So you brought up a good point that I do have a lot of things that counter Arcane, and not a lot of things that enhance Arcane. So the some of the stuff is on hold.
And I don't need no hook for this shit. I'm so for show, it's no facade. Stay out of trouble, mama said it's mama's side. Her fear her only son be a victim of homicide. But I gotta get you out of here, mama, or I'ma die inside. And either way, you lose me, mama, so let loose of me. I got the rain out the direction will soon change. To live and die in the wine, the hustle game. Hustle cane, hustle clothes, I hustle music. But hustle hard in any hustle that you pick. Skinny nigga toothpick, but I do lift weight like I'm using roids, rolls, Royce keep my movements smooth while maneuvering through all the maneuver in the sewer that I grew up in. Choices we make trying to escape. And I don't need no hook for this shit. This is not for commercial usage. Please don't categorize this as music. Please don't compare me to other rappers. Compare me to trappers. I'm more Frank Lucas than Ludacris. And Luda's my dude. I ain't trying to diss. Like Frank Lucas is cool, but I ain't trying to snitch. I'ma follow the rules no matter how much time I'ma get. I'ma live and die with the decisions that I'ma pick. So fuck the haven for caving. That's why we don't speak. Made men ain't supposed to make statements.
My name is DeHaven from Moss. I'm here to expose this nigga Jay. But at the same time, I'm gonna let y'all know who responsible, how I'm responsible for that whole Rockefeller empire. I'm gonna let y'all know about most of the shit he talking about on the record and who he talking about on the record and all that other shit. You know, all them subliminal messages and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just air it out on y'all. You know what I mean?
End of the story, I followed the code, cracked the safe. Other niggas ain't in the game, so they practice hate. you. You don't have to if you don't want to, but don't say I didn't warn you.
Well, I think because the point Saeed was bringing up is that a lot of the people you run into counter magic well, but they usually don't counter like the physical fighters that much. And that's usually because it's kind of difficult to counter physical fighters unless you're, you know, throwing down hold person or dominate person or shit like that, or slowing them. Although slow may start playing a bigger factor, things like that. You guys just kill magic users so quickly, I usually can't get that off.
I do. Do you believe in Jesus Christ, his only Son, our Lord? I do. Do you believe in the Holy Ghost, the Holy Catholic Church? I do.
Deliver me from my enemies, O God. Defend me from those that rise up against me. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity, and save me from the bloody men.
Look, mind stayed up a gangster from the 40s. Meet the business mind of Motown's Berry Gordy. Turn crack rock into a chain of 40s. Sorry, my jury's so gaudy.
I sure they do. X, Davina, technically Mir, technically Solora. Really, it's only Samson and Midas who are pure magic. Even Samson's a physical fighter too, if he wanted to be. Solora has some magic, but it's like level 1, level 2 stuff. And my papa just left the house in search of the killer of my uncle Ray. And she's trying to calm my nerves. As I observe, this is just one day. And what tomorrow has in store, we can never be sure. So all we can do is pray.
Ritzy, do you renounce Satan?
I do renounce him.
Because of your strength, while I walked upon thee, for God is my defense. Pray for me.
As I head to my homeroom, I observe the rooms, dope needles on the ground. I hear a car go vroom, drug dealer in the BM with the top down. As the girls start to giggle, I ask, I think if a fight mainly took place in the air, well, Vedrick will show that. Vedrick's going to be flying, and a lot of physical fighters are going to be neutralized because of that. And it's going to take a lot longer to even try to put Vedrick down because of it. Arcane Legions run out of spells. If the fight goes long enough, they're neutralized naturally. Their strongest spells, they have one slot of them. I think because you don't play Magic, you haven't really seen the limitations of it, truly. But that shit runs out fast. Like in this fight now, Midas has, I think, maybe one slot left. What's that?
Michael Ritzy, go in peace, and may the Lord be with you. Amen.
Anywhere there's oppression, the drug profession flourishes like beverages, refreshing. Sweet taste of sin. Everything I seen made me everything I am. Bad drug dealer or victim, I beg. What came first, moving chickens or the egg? This is why I be so flash. I'm trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Treat shame with shamelessness. Aim stainless is that aimless is. You know the game this is. Move coke like
they can still use cantrips. Cantrips, like Eldritch Blast is a really good one, but at a certain point, if all you can do is cantrips, you're probably gonna get murdered.
The name shall endure forever. The name shall be continued as long as the sun. Men shall be blessed in him. All nations shall call him blessed. In your name, I pray. Pray for me.
family has done very well here in Nevada. You own or you control 2 major hotels in Vegas, one in Reno. The licenses were grandfathered in, so there was no problem.
Yeah, we'll see how the Vezir one goes. That's going to be a long fight.
Now, my sources tell me that within a week, you're going to move Klingman out. That's quite an expansion. However, it will leave you with one little technical problem. The license will still be in Klingman's name.
Turnbull is a good man.
Yeah, well, let's cut out the bullshit. I don't want to spend any more time here than I have to.
Yeah, it's pretty hard for y'all to get killed, but we'll see.
Plus a monthly payment of 5% of the gross of all 4 hotels, Mr. Corleone.
Now, the price for the license is less than $20,000, am I right?
That's right.
Now, why would I ever consider paying more than that?
Because I intend
Yeah, power would kill is dangerous, but you guys have resurrection spells and such.
The fact is that I despise your masquerade. The dishonest way you pose yourself and your whole fucking...
And Assad's the only misfit who's died before. So everyone else automatically comes back the first time.
All right. Some people have to play little games. You play yours. But I want your answer and the money by noon tomorrow. And one more thing. Don't you contact me again, ever. Open that door, sir.
Senator, you can have my answer now if you like. My offer is this. Nothing. Not even the fee for the gaming license, which I would appreciate if you would put up personally.
Yes, sir.
Did he die all the way? Or did he get knocked out?
Y'all niggas got me really confused out there. I make Big Pimpin' or give it to me one of those. Y'all hail me as the greatest writer of the 21st century. I make some thought-provoking shit. Y'all question whether he falling off.
Did Midas go down too? Midas, they both went down. I think you're right. I think Samson did die. He did, because that was a whole conversation with his family. Midas was knocked out, Samson got killed. Who brought him back? Because now I'm thinking you guys don't have as many diamonds as they think they have.
Either what chick he with or his chip from now. Cause I've been doing this since Chips was out. Watching Eric Estrada bagging up at the Ramada. Table full of powder. AC bro, about to take another shower on my 25th hour. Spike Lee's everywhere, game on the flight. You might see me anywhere, day in the life.
Was it Davina? Davina was an 8 most of that fight. So I guess no one else could have done it. Because Midas was also down and he had the item. So it must have been Davina. I gotta update my death count. I completely forgot Samson died before.
Can't even face themselves, don't fear no rappers. They're all weirdos, De Niro's in practice. So don't believe everything your earlobe captures. It's mostly backwards, unless it happens to be as accurate as me. And everything said in song you happen to see. Then actually believe half of what you see, none of what you hear, even if it's spat by me. And with that said, I would kill niggas dead. Cut niggas short, give you wheels for legs. I'm a K-I-double-L-E-R, C-R in hell. Shoot niggas straight through the ER. Whoa, this ain't BR, no. It's Skeets the CEO, the next Leo, no. The next leader of the whole free world. And the first thing I'ma do is free Siegel. Go. Take off the cuffs, unlock the gate. It's that ignorant nigga that you love to hate.
Yeah, I didn't think the Azrael fight would go as smoothly as it did. Trying to think what other fights I thought would be super risky for y'all. Definitely the Death Eater. Not the Death Eater. The Death Tyrant. Because I didn't think y'all would fight that thing. So, because Mir fucked around and started the fight there, Azrael went as smooth as possibly could have gone. Neutralizing what's-his-face, Devil Bite, made it go smooth. As far as smooth is concerned in that fight.
stop the bullshitting. Till we all without sin, let's quit the pulpit. Come on.
Yeah, the Death Tyrant was very spooky for y'all. Michael, that whole boss fight was spooky. Metal Mouth was an option though. He was always available. Like I thought you guys were gonna fight from the Dreadnought ship, fighting ship to ship across it. So he was always supposed to be around to help like that. So he was a planned resource.
I believe that now. Times have changed. It's not like the old days. A refusal is not the act of a friend. Don Corleone had all the judges and the politicians in New York. Then he must share them. All it of is youth. He must let us draw the water from the well. Certainly he can present a bill for such services.
I got these niggas. Don't worry about it.
After all, we are not communists.
Let that bitch breathe. I used to give a fuck. Now I give a fuck less. What do I think of success? It sucks. Too much stress. I guess I blew up quick. Cause friends I grew up with.
That first ball fight was dangerous, yeah.
My nuts big. I don't know what the fuss is. My career's illustrious. My rep is impeccable. I'm not to be fucked with. Shit. Let that bitch
This is the first fight you guys have really lost somebody though, because Assad's gone. Not Assad. Stevon's gone. That's the first real loss the Misfits are taking. Unless I'm forgetting somebody, I don't think that.
You're not too bright. Good night. Long kiss. Bye bye. My reply. Blah blah. Blast burner and pass burner to tie. Finish my breakfast. Why? I got an appetite for destruction and you're a small fry. Now where was I? Let that bitch breathe.
Oh no, Trevor Lawrence.
I used to give a shit, now I don't give a shit more. Truth be told, I had more fun when I was pissed poor, I'm pissed off. And this was success all about. A bunch of niggas acting like bitches with big mouths. All this stress, all I got is this big house.
It was
Couple cars,
hilarious.
I don't bring half of them shits out. All the say spade I drank just to piss out. I mean, I like the taste, could've saved myself 6 hours. How many times can I go to Mr. Chow's? Towels, no boo. Hold up, let me move my bowels. I shit on y'all niggas. OG, tell these boys. I shit on my nigga. I got watches I ain't seen in months. Apartment at the Trump, only slept in once. Niggas said Hova was over, such dummies. Even if I fail, I land on a bunch of money. Y'all ain't got nothing for me.
I will say, I'll say there's a couple of really big fucking fights coming up.
Success, McLaren, women staring, my villain appearance, sacred blood of a king in my vein ain't spilling. Ghetto Othello, sugar hero mellow, Camaro driven. I climax from paper, then ask why is life worth living? Is it the hunt for the shit that you want?
fight Michael next?
Great, but I lust giving. The best jewelers
It's
wanna
interesting. It's waking a sleeping giant. No pun intended, but that would be disturbing the one enemy that's not actively seeking you out or bothering you. Like, he's currently a non-factor.
Best friends wanna be enemies, like that's what's in. But I don't give a fuck, walk inside the lion's den. Take everybody's chips, bout to cash them in. Up your catalog, dog, mine's worth too much. Like Mike Jack's ATV pub, Matola can't touch. Let this bitch breathe. Let this bitch breathe.
The longer they keep Michael on the battlefield or in play, the scarier it gets, I think.
Let this bitch breathe.
Who knows, man? It might be for a reason.
Let this bitch breathe. Let this bitch breathe. Let this bitch breathe.
And the winner is Hove, my man. Speech. First of all,
It is very risky.
the most important person with all due respect. Thanks to the duffel bag, the brown paper bag, the Nike shoe box for holding all his cash. Boys in blue who agreed before the badge. The first Bush who ever made the stash. The rock boys in the building tonight. Oh, what a feeling I'm feeling like. Thanks to the lames, niggas with
I may just do an As the World Turns stream. Just kind of talk about the things going on in the background.
rapping at your eulogy. The little Kim and them, you know the women friend who carry the work cross state for a gentleman. Yeah, thanks to all the hustlers. hustlers, and most importantly, you, the customer. The rock boys in the building tonight. Oh, what a feeling, I'm feeling life. You don't even gotta bring your paper out. We the dope boys of the year. Drinks is on the house. The rock boys in the building tonight. Look at how I'm chilling, I'm killing this ice. You don't even gotta bring your purses out. We the dope boys of the year. Drinks is on the house. Let your hair down, baby. I just hit a score. Pick any place on the planet. Pick a shore. Take what the falls bigger than figure more. Cause they forgot to account what I did with the fraud. Pick a time, let's pick apart some stars. Pick a weekend for freaking for figure falls. I figure frauds never hit a lick before.
Yeah, I think it'd be a cool little session to have.
Put your hand out the window. Feel a false. Feel a Porsche. Hit the frost. Ice cold. Shoes got no flaws. Drop got no top. You on the top floor. Pink rose. Think
Can let Man on the Moon host it. Man on the Moons, I should say.
Britney, that means it ain't stepped on. Dig me? The rock boys in the building tonight. Oh, what a feeling, I'm feeling life. You don't even gotta bring your paper out. We the dope boys of the year. Drinks is on the house. The rock boys in the building tonight. Look at how I'm chilling, I'm killing this ice. You don't even gotta bring your purses out. We the dope boys of the year. Drinks is on the house. Red Porsches. Red portraits, red guns if you dare come near the fortress. This apple sauce
The teams talked about it maybe once.
Which means I get it from the ground. Which means you get it when I'm around.
If you don't get the Horcrux out the paint, though, just eternally fighting him over and over again.
I wish for you 100 years of success, but it's my time. Cheers, toast the crime. Number one D-boy.
But that's why liches are dangerous.
Boys in the building tonight. Oh, what a feeling, I'm feeling life. You don't even gotta bring your paper out. We the dope boys of the year. Drinks is on the house. The rock boys in the building tonight. Look at how I'm chilling, I'm killing this ice. You don't even gotta bring your purses out. We the dope boys of the year. Drinks is on the house. The rock boys in the building tonight. Oh, what a feeling, I'm feeling life. You don't even gotta bring your paper out. We the dope boys of the year. Drinks is on the house. The rock boys in the building tonight. Look at how I'm chilling, I'm killing this ice. You don't even gotta bring your purses out. We the dope boys of the year. Drinks is on the house. Sweet. Let that ride out. Bring them horns back. Yeah. This is black superhero music right here, baby. American gangster. Take a flight. Coming to a town near you. As soon as I touch down, I just want y'all to start playing the horns like Hobie's home. Lukey, baby.
Another side mission. I don't know if that's a side mission, if, outside of being, probably an active main mission.
We have testimony from a witness. He has stated that you are head of the most powerful mafia family in this country. The witness has testified that you are personally responsible for the murder of a New York City police captain in 1947.
I know I shouldn't have did that. I know it's gonna come right back. I know it's gonna destroy everything I made. It's probably gonna get your boy sent away. But this game I play ain't no way to fix it. It's inevitable that I'm
Said where I would stop me before I even started. When I get to one brick, then the game I would depart with. Got to one brick, then I look to the sky like, sorry, got a lie, but give me one more try. Got the 2 bricks, new cars, new whips, but niggas never learn till they end up in the news clip. The irony is selling drugs is sorta like using it. Guess it's 2 sides to what substance abuse is. Can't stop, won't stop, addicted to this new shit. Brand new convertibles, I'm so ruthless. Front row fight night, see how big my tube is. Fuck HD, nigga, see how clear my view is. But there's a price for overdoing it, doing it. This big will put you on the map. Stick up kids is out the tag. Plus the FBI boys with the cameras in the back.
But yeah, I'd be very excited for them to go to Michael's Flaming Tower and try to get his Horcrux destroyed. No, I think Because they can kill Michael. He's not going to come back to Sephiroth immediately. I think if they kill Michael and clear out all of Sephiroth, they hold Sephiroth, and then that just becomes a back burner issue, honestly.
January, it gets cold when the letters start to slow, when your commissary's low, when your lawyer screams appeal, only thinking about a bill, and your chances are nil. Damn, gravity's ill.
I know I shouldn't have did that. I know it's gonna come right back. I know it's gonna destroy everything I made. It's probably gonna get your boy sent away. But this game I play ain't no way to fix it. It's inevitable.
But you're falling, and you can't get up. All you do is push up, pull up, sit up. Lock down the town now belongs to the squares who say they won't make the same mistakes that got you there. And your arm candy sweet on them. And the woman that you left for this ever got a college degree coming. Bad news keeps coming. Hard to keep something on your stomach. You're sick about what your life is becoming. Bunch of used to's, has-beens, bragging bad about all the new dudes. Talking tough on the YouTube about what
Gotcha,
you
man.
used to do. But that's
I'm going to hop off after this match, though. So I may be gone by the time you get back.
they're the new you. And it's damn near inevitable. They'll experience deja vu too. Fight and you'll never survive. Run and you'll never escape. So just fall from grace.
I know I shouldn't have did that. I know it's gonna come right back. I know it's gonna destroy everything I made. It's probably gonna get your boy sent away. But this game I play ain't no way to fix it. It's inevitable that I'm
Still there's pain. If I would've grew up to be a doctor, my nephews would've grew up to do the same. But since I grew up through the game and my influence is the same, and my therapy is music, they ask, are you ashamed? DJ Ski. If I wish I can separate the two things, I cannot, so my answer to you remains. I can walk down the hall of mirrors and facades.
Oh, just capture the flag.
Satisfied when I look myself in the eyes. No shame, no sir. Just big boats and tearing the coast up. Tight coops like I'm wearing a roadster. For any coupe, been hugging the holster. Alright. And it may not be what you call perfect, but it's my life. The life. Once again, so I make no apologies. Crooked policies. So a G a nigga gotta be playing for property, no monopoly. So I'll pass go and let my nephews follow me. They say the child shall lead, so I'll take it far as I can and then we shall see. Shall we dance with the devil for a beat? I pray to God I ain't got two left feet. Do the hustle, put keys in the street, then I'm ballroom dancing, keep keying in the suite. Sweet, BBs on the feet, TVs in the seat.
That guitar's pretty great in this track.
It's so corrupt, soak it up, it's a lesson every fuck up. One day you're up, next day you're down. Long as you stay the same, it'll come back around. Alright. And it may not be what you call perfect, but it's my life. The life. Once again, it's a life. I'm even better. Best thing about it is my niggas eating together. With each endeavor, we reaching levels. Niggas ain't seen it like forever.
I just left Mr. Roth in Miami. The casino you're interested in. The registered owners are both Beverly Hills attorney and our friend in Miami. But I've been instructed to tell you that if you move Klingman out, our friend in Miami will go along. That was very kind of you. One by one, our old friends are gone. Death, prison. Hyman Roth is the only one left because he always made money for his partners.
I'm Hyman Roth, I made all my partners rich. I can't vouch for you if you ain't a part of this. So part me as a parfait, my wrist. As I parlay my chips. Alright. American gangster business is like I'm white. But I'm not, I'm just bright. So fly with no fear to flight. So if y'all hear me fly, then you think you can make it this far without a fight. Couple mistakes here and there, not always right, but I'm always real, that's how I sleep at night. Alright. And it may not be what you call perfect, but it's my life. The life. Once again, it's a life. Sway.
You have to answer for Santana. Barzini's dead. So is Philip Tattaglia, Mo Green, Stracci, Cuneo. Today I settle all family business, so don't tell me you're innocent.
And you say New York City. Woo! Young, put your hands together. Yeah. DJ Ski. From the 80s, home of the heron, era of the hustlers. The world is my custodies. New Rich Porter, the way I flip quarters. Front on all these other rap artists, but me. Mom was a mink where Papa ran numbers, so it's plain to see where my whole plan come from. American dream, I'm living life still. Way I shine, it's like $1 zillion light bill. Still I'm grinding, on me checking line and 40 below Tim's on, getting my M song. My best friend's gone, I seen bad days, still find songs that I hear him on. Getting my Mary J. Blige reminisce on. Hear his voice in my mind like nigga live on. So I get on that fly shit I've been on. Spin on corners of Enzo's with the rims on. For your info, I've been on Indonesia gives me amnesia, I ease up. It's right, I'm high, nigga, I want the sky. The world when I'm done, I'ma give it to my sons. Let them live it up, split it up, switch it up. Six kid it up, man, I did it up, ton. Rest of my belongings belong in the Hall of Fame. A list of hits next to all my names, I came. The sky should fall, and it all goes to Mar. They foreclose on the house and auction off all my cars. Don't cry for me, Argentina. I mobbed in a Beamer. Took trips abroad, got mobbed in Sardinia. In the beast, I had pizza in the club. Ladies know I'm that guy, they want a piece of my love. And they wanna do the boy like Mike in his prime. Billie Jean, the goddamn boy ain't mine. And the rock breakup had the people losing hope. Can't lie, they had Muhammad Hobie on the rope. Now, back in the go mode, back in the go-go's. Throwing the diamond up, repping the logo. Rose gold, rose flow. I'm okay though. What don't kill me makes me stronger than before. So, here we go, and I'm not domino. When it all falls down, I'm like Kanye's Joe. I might break, but I don't fold. Till I hold the sky in my hand, yeah, that's my goal. Then I bet you Freddie, you too. Prodigal child, y'all not ready for the future. Then I disappear, another muta. Triangle, my name will be viewed as such. This to the man who refused to give up. I want the sky, nigga. Touch.
Hello, Carlo.
Michael, is it true? Don't ask me about my business, Kate.
Is it true?
Don't ask me about my business.
No.
This one time, I'll let you ask me about my affairs.
Is it true?
No.
I'm gonna do this thing for you tonight. Oh, jeez, thanks. You got no idea what you've done for me. Just consider it a gift from me to you.
DJ Ski.
The following is a DJ Ski presentation.
Your gangster is not defined.
Your gangster is not defined by how low your jeans fall by your waist, but more how your jeans stand over its expectations.
Your gangster.
Your gangster is not defined by how many rocks are in your watch, but more how many rocks you move while on your watch.
Gangsters, hustlers, Republicans and Democrats, pimps and hoes.
Conservatives, labor, the seller, the buyer, the product, the producer. The gangster is absorbed,
You know that if it wasn't for this, there would be no that.
Which we call the American gangster.
I believe in America. America has made my fortune.
I understand. You found paradise in America, had a good trade, made a good living, police protected you, and there were courts of law. You didn't need a friend like me. But now you come to me and you say, Don Corleone, give me justice. But you don't ask for respect. You don't offer friendship. You don't even think to call me Godfather.
DJ Ski. It's that Rockefeller music. Soulful.
Intense.
I ain't playing life short, so I ain't waiting life to start betraying them. It's twice as hard to get a job to paying them. So I ain't paying attention to what you're saying. Raindrops keep falling on my brain, 'cause I'm in the trap on flames. I'm so hot even if the weather change. I don't have no top, I'm insane. Remember dark-skinned Jermaine, swayed in the rain. I'm sorta kinda the same, except I'm no lame and you gonna know my name. Before I go, the world gon' feel my pain. They saying I'm a bad guy, why is that? 'Cause when my back's against the wall, nigga, I react. Secretly though, I know you admire that. You wish you had the balls to fire back. Say hello, hello. You wish you had the balls to fire back. Say hello to the bad guy. They say I'm a bad guy. I come from the bottom, but now I'm mad fly. They say I'm a menace, that's the picture they paint. They say a lot about me, let me tell you what I ain't. They say I'm a bad guy, say hi to the bad guy. I come from the bottom, but now I'm mad fly. They say I'm a menace, that's the picture they paint. They say a lot about me, let me tell you what I ain't. Hey, hey, hello, hey, hey. They say a lot about me, let me tell you what I ain't. I ain't no ordinary nigga. Look around, this ain't what ordinary gets you. It ain't. Extraordinary figures. I'm an extraordinary nigga. Before my name became Chica. Before I sang, I had that thing on slippers. Can't complain about what they ain't gon' give you. That ain't gon' get you shit. Might as well give up or get up. Get out and get something, nigga. Get a job, my nigga. Or get the dumping. Only God can judge him. Only he without sin. Tell me if my means justify my ends. Till then, I'm just gon' fly in the bins. Why are my friends the Western Union? Supplies in, my system knocking. Here comes the bad guy. You can't say hello. 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 Here comes the bad guy. You can't say hello to the bad guy. They say I'm a bad guy. I come from the bottom, but now I'm mad fly. They say I'm a menace, that's the picture they paint. They say a lot about me, let me tell you what I ain't. They say I'm a bad guy, say hi to the bad guy. I come from the bottom, but now I'm mad fly. They say I'm a menace, that's the picture they paint. They say a lot about me, let me tell you what I ain't. Hey, hey, hello, hey, hey, hey. Let me tell you what I ain't. We ain't thugs for the sake of just being thugs. Nobody do that when we grew at nigga. The poverty line we not above, so I've come to mask and glove, 'cause we ain't feeling the love. We ain't doing crime for the sake of doing crimes. We moving dimes 'cause we ain't doing fine. 1 out of 3 of us is locked to doing time. You know what the type of shit can do to a nigga mind. My mind on my money, money on my mind. If you owe me $10, you ain't giving me 9. Y'all ain't give me 40 acres in the mule. So I got my Glock 40, now I'm cool. And if I shot, then it's speaking for me. Somebody get him the word and tell him I don't approve. Tell him I removed the curses. If he tell me our school's gonna be perfect, when Gen 6 don't exist, tell him that's when I stop saying bitch. Bitch. Say hello to the bad guy. They say I'm a bad guy. I come from the bottom, but now I'm mad fly. They say I'm a menace, that's the picture they paint. They say a lot about me, let me tell you what I ain't. They say I'm a bad guy, say hi to the bad guy. I come from the bottom, but now I'm mad fly. They say I'm a menace, that's the picture they paint. They say a lot about tell you what I ain't.
Hello, Brooklyn, how you doing? Where you going? Can I come too? And if I can, I'ma be your man. You could be my lady and have my baby and drive my car. DJ, so wherever you go, baby girl, just take me, 'cause I'm so taken. If you taken,
All right, with that, we are going to wrap up today's session. Made it all the way through. We will see if it's still there later or not. But I didn't get kicked. All right. Unlock this week's weekly award. And with that, well, let me play it on, and then we'll call it a session. Although I like the banana. For now.
Jay-Z, she said it's the rap. I don't believe it like this, like this, like that. Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? Have you seen that? And if she tell you something, you better believe her. She told me she like my New Orleans demeanor. And so I said, goodbye Katrina, and hello Brooklyn. But baby, you are the sweetest sight eyes can see. I said, hello Brooklyn. But baby, I hope you never say goodbye.
Okay, with that, we are out of here. Once again, Anchor Gamer's best Halo player. Anchor down. Being with it, rock with it. I don't know the taglines. Thanks for hanging out, everybody.